Hello, guys. Welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today we are looking at the Mormons, or Church of Jesus Christ, Day of Latter Day Saints. You know, those that's called Mormons. You know, they furnish. We're looking at their furnished excuses they give why they follow Joseph Smith that married multiple wives. You know, I was thinking that she stopped at 8, but according to the research I did, I think it's more than it's more than 30 wives. You know, and today we're gonna look at the furniture schools they always give when they want to defend somebody like Joseph Smith. That the reason why they're following this man, and some of them might even said that they're not following Joseph Smith. You know, but when you look at their founder, that's the founder of Mormon is Joseph Smith. You know what I mean? And you know, because today I met two Mormon ladies, and I think one is from America, and I don't know where the other one is from. So, and you know, because when you are dealing with the Mormons, you know, instead of because they always say, oh, they invite people to come to their church, they call it church, or the temple. But you know, I always ask them, I always tell them that they're not Christians. Why should I come to their church? And then most of them they will deceive you. They say, oh, we are Christians. This is Easter. That's what the response I got from one of those ladies I met today. And I've been meeting them anyway, but look at this excuse, it's common excuse they give. Because I went all the way to, you know, get to the foundation, you know, because if the foundation is not good, the whole system fall apart. So I asked her, why are you following somebody like Joseph Smith that married multiple wives, you know? He start to use, you know, they will do two things. They will say, oh, in the Bible, Moses, Abraham married many wives. They start to give you an example from Old Testament where maybe David married multiple wives. You know, they start give you an example. But I asked them, you know, I said, look, can you show me? I'm a Bible believing Christian. Can you show me any Bible verse that God encouraged anyone in Old Testament to marry multiple wives? You will not see it. And they couldn't give me any verse of the Bible that God, where God is saying to anyone to marry multiple. And I said to them, you know, even God forbid Christians from marrying even two wives. You know, you don't even give chance for two wives. You know, I think in Matthew 19, you see it, and the Mark 10, I guess, is there as well, where this marrying multiple wives are forbidden. And you know, they will furnish, they will throw this excuse, and it's very common. They throw this excuse at anyone. They'll say, "Oh, it's revelation. God, he got revelation. Joseph Smith, God revealed to him to marry many wives." You know what I mean? And it's so ironic for those two ladies to say that it's by revelation. And had it been I said to them, I got revelation to marry two of them, they're gonna dismiss it as, no, this is not a revelation. You know what I mean? But they can see the problem with saying that is revelation. This is the same thing that Muhammad did. The founder of Islam said he got revelation to marry a 6-year-old girl. You know what I mean? Or to marry many wives, you know, 8 wives. And anyone can use revelation, private revelation, to say anything. How would you verify that God really said this to Joseph Smith? There's no way to verify it. The only thing we know is that for you to have this kind of multiple women around you is that you're a womanizer. You are not spiritual. You are carnal. You are a very, very carnal man. And he was carnal man anyway. And there's no way God can deal with such a man. There's no way even God can tell you to be carnal, or to go and marry multiple wives. If God said something like that, this is not a true God, because there's no woman that will tell you that is happy to be in a multiple relationship, except if that woman have is demonic possession. That, like, have a man to go and marry a man that have other women around. I don't think any woman in her rational mind will agree to that. But that's the problem they don't see. You cannot use private revelation to find to do anything, to say like God told me to do this. That's the example I give. If I said to these two ladies, and even I said to these two ladies, look, yeah, you guys look nice, and I'm just having this revelation right now as I'm talking to you, that God want me to marry two of you, and all of them gonna run away. You know what I mean? That's why if you're talking to this mama, don't go and do any Bible verse, stuff like that, giving them this and that. You go straight to their founder. You know what I mean? If they're following somebody like that, it tells on them. You can't follow somebody like that. Somebody like that is carnal, and it's not spiritual. You know what I mean? Is a carnal man. They should be following somebody like Joseph Smith. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.